talaga na individual ang communities. It's collective rights. So we're advancing also that concept of communal rights property. So this type, I think hindi kasi nakakatapult ito sa WIPO. Even here, hindi ganon tayo ka-conscious of how we should protect the creativity. Yes, but
DTI, IPOPHIL do that, right?
But we don't have any case wherein it's been registered internationally. Yung ibang Southeast Asian countries nag-move na ang indigenous communities nila naka-FB at really they have to register it internationally. So the designs, the color, the patterns, and I think this is how we should push for this kind of program.
Which agency would have the database for all registered, registered individuals or communities or designs with intellectual property trademarks? What do you call it?
IPOPHIL.
IPOPHIL. Sa IPOPHIL yun, under DTI.
Yes.
And which of those are registered internationally? Wala pa?
Wala
Isa?
pa.
Oh, bakit ganun? And dami na. Which international
Tango
organization?
Of Guimaras.
No, iba yung GI.
Iba yung GI.
Iba yung geographic indication. In fact, I have a bill on that. Madaliin natin yung GI bill. But now that you mentioned it, can you please, NCCA, work with IPOPHIL to give us, before we go to plenary, all those nasa IPO, nasa IPOPHIL, lahat ng mga naka-register sa intellectual property, whether individuals or communities, and let's ascertain kung talagang wala pa, which organization globally should they register with?
World IPO.
Imposibleng wala. Teka, tapos if you're ready to answer this, if not before plenary, give us information which ASEAN country has intellectual property registered with the World IPO. I cannot imagine
Laos.
Philippines.
That's one.
Which
Laos.
Which in Laos? Which
it's an indigenous group. Their textile
group.
The textile.
Their Lao design.
A particular IP, indigenous peoples
registered
group.
in the World
Yes,
IPO.
IPO.
Tayo wala. Does Thailand have? Indonesia have?
They presented they didn't have. Only up to a national level.
So we should aspire. Like our Aklan Piña, which is an intangible heritage. O yun, dapat naka-register. Siguro naman yung Aklan Piña naka-IPO. Siguro naman. Naka-IPOPHIL. Siguro naman. Yes, okay. So that's your homework since you brought it up. Yes, NCCA, no, seriously, coordinate with IPOPHIL, which are those already registered and which are right to be registered in the World IPO.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Support for the heritage law. What does this mean? 43 million.
Madam Chair, these are the ones for the administrative implementation of the programs for the heritage law, like for the personnel, the technical working group that reviews the giving of permits to our archaeologists or those for treasure hunting, as well as those that we give permits to our movable and immovable when they are sent out. It's basically the management. It's more of the administrative and personnel.
This is on tier 2. What happens to those staff without this 43 million? Walang sweldo? Or are they consultants?
Consultants po and mga technical working.
If we don't fund this?
Well, this will again eat up to the existing budget of the NEFCA. The other projects po ng NEFCA, yun po yung magbabawas kami. Just to accommodate po most of these.
Madam Chair, just to add on also this administrative support, because many of our staff, they're young, and you're also trying to provide them with some capacity building and even conduct research. Particularly, we're pushing for a research related to heritage insurance. We know that we insure all government properties, particularly movable. Pero ngayon, because of climate change, how do we treat national treasure buildings? Kasi kung ang mga simbahan lagi na lang bumabagsak, how do we attack an insurance framework in such a way that we'll be able to provide just in case there's an emergency? And at the same time, this will reinforce many of our national treasure sites really to develop a conservation plan before we can provide a level of support. So anyway, that's still under the baselining and research. It's also very new, the concept of heritage insurance, because not many countries would really take off on that.
Latest heritage amendment, I'm confused again. Centro Rizal is lodged under NCCA or DFA? NCCA. Are you sure? Parang we moved it to DFA kasi sila ang nasa may embassies. I-check na nyo? Na-i-check na nyo? Sa culture mapping law, we moved it to DFA. Space lang. Check na nyo? Oo, para sigurado. Kayo ba ang nagpapatupad ng Centro Rizal from the original law of 209 to our amendments in 2023? Sino ba? DFA or NCCA? Signatin yung batas. Confuses me. Okay. Ano?
DFA.
DFA. The DFA ang responsable sa Centro Rizal. And they will consult with the NCCA as part of the cultural diplomacy. So, it's DFA who provides the space, but I guess the programs would be NCCA. And that's the funding you're asking for. Okay. Proceed, please. But do you help them? Do they consult with you?
Well, particularly for many programs related to Independence Day, when they need some exhibitions, when they need some artists with performances, we program that. And we make sure that the budget is maximized. I think this has been a trend na pag may isang artist in that area, they can share it, and they can do a roadshow of this particular para ma-maximize it.
The Centro Rizal does not need to have a room, a building, or a space. It can be a program, right? Doesn't have to have a room, a library, a bust of Rizal, plaque, an office in a consulate or an embassy. They merely seek your assistance in inviting artists or to craft programs for them for cultural diplomacy. Is that my understanding?
Yes, so far, what we extend to them is just programs. We have never extended any physical, except for the bust of Rizal.
So we ask DFA to give us a list of all existing consulates and embassies with Centro Rizal and which have a physical space, and what programs do they do, and what are the programs with NCCA, kasi yung iba, hindi kayo siguro hinihinga ng tulong, sila-sila lang yon. And those who have Centro Rizal but no space. Okay. Dapat may template, di ba? Hindi pork lang Centro Rizal, tapos may sayawan dyan, Barrio Fiesta, yun na ang programa ng Centro Rizal. Di ba? Gawa naman kayo para may naintindihan ninyo ko. Yung konsepto ng Centro Rizal ayon sa batas. Ano ang look or branding, ano ang mga activities na sasakop sa Centro Rizal ayon kay Dr. Jose Rizal. Diba? Ang kanyang adikain at advokasya para panatiliin ang memory ni Dr. Rizal. Hindi dahil may Centro Rizal, pangalan siya ng programa, tas puro na lang bahay kubo or tinikling na maganda yon pero hindi lang dun. Tapos para may nagko-connect din, kung nasa Canada ka man, nasa Alemania ka o nasa Singapore ka, maganda ang mga Centro Rizal na they're in conversation with each other aligned with what Centro Rizal really was meant to be from the crafting of the law in 209. Diba? Kasi sasabihin nila ngayon, maski anong cultural program, yan, Centro Rizal program yan. Dapat bang ganun? O dapat i-curate naman yun? I-curate naman natin ang Centro Rizal. Okay. Thank you. Free lang kayo kung hindi, di. Kung Centro Rizal may library, mabuti. Di dapat humihingi ng tulong sa National Library. Oo, ganun. Tapos dapat sila may mga facsimile ng mga Rizal documents which are available in the National Library. Dapat may mga kwentong Jose Rizal. NHCP provides. So, DFA should ask NCCA, NHCP, National Library. They do. Good. Okay. Yeah. Please.
I yung number 8 po nga, yung cultural data portal, it's part of the provision in our cultural mapping law that all the outputs of the cultural mapping will be at the repository of the NCCA in a cultural data portal. So to be able to realize that we are proposing for this budget. Then the celebration of the Bacoor Cavite Assembly, because this year po, they asked us already to be the implementer, but it was not in our budget, so just have to find ways and means to do that. Here proposing that for this year it could be included. Of course, the implementation of the Schools for Living Tradition, the Values Formation Program, and then the implementation of the Cultural Response and Resiliency Plan, which is actually aligned with the National Adaptation Plan of the Philippines on related to the role, contribution of culture and arts in the climate change. So we have submitted a paper to NEDA, and we have programs that we are aligning to this as well. And then the homecoming exhibition of JOH.
Frankfurt.
These are all totals. This totals to 282 million.
Madam Chair, just some question. Ang DepEd meron ng GMRC
Yes.
plus values. Diba that is already a law? Nag-roll out na sila for how many years already? Is there any intersection between NCCA and DepEd insofar as in values?
Program.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Actually, this values formation program, which was a part of the alignment with NEDA's priority as well in the last PDP, is a joint program between DepEd, Civil Service, and the NCCA. So we did conducted a research on what are the top 20 values that are important to our people, and it is that is the basis. So we are aligning with the GMRC in terms of the content as well. So we're doing also mainstreaming these values in the curriculum of the DepEd in the GMRC.
The DepEd sits in your board, diba?
Yes.
So that they can roll out this type of projects, itong Filipino values for the common good in their schools.
Yes, Mr.
So yun ang importante because obviously DepEd is has a very wide reach. They have about 24 million students now.
Yeah.
No, so it's good